everybody, and welcome back to Writing Paragraph for Semester 1. Last week, we have dealt with transitional words such as however, thus, moreover, and their purpose. In addition, we have discussed dependent clauses along with the subordinators that link them. The last part of the course dealt with the specific punctuation cases for each transitional word. This week's course is going to deal with subject-verb agreement as a first part, and then sentence composition as a second part. Let's start with subject-verb agreement. Consider the following sentences. I love cooking during the holidays. He loves cooking during the holidays. You understand the situation. She understands the situation. We feel cold. It feels cold. Notice that the verbs in the second column, loves, understands, feels, have an S on them, while those in the first, love, understand, feel, do not. Thus, the verbs with S have third-person singular pronouns as subjects, he, she, it. We conclude that when the subject is third-person singular, the verb takes an S. This is what we call subject-verb agreement. A verb must agree with its subject in number. In other words, if the subject of a sentence is singular, the verb must also be singular. And if the subject is plural, the verb must be plural. Now we are going to deal with subject-verb agreement rules. Subject-verb agreement is not always as simple as the sentences presented above. The following rules will help you avoid mistakes. The first rule is the verb is preceded by a plural noun that is not the subject. We have the following sentences. The meal in the bags smells delicious. A mountain with various brown rocks contrasts beautifully with the blue river. Again, the meal in the bags smells delicious. A mountain with various brown rocks contrasts beautifully with the blue river. Do not pair the verbs with the plural nouns since they are not the subjects. You can see that the subjects are the words in green, the meal, and the mountain. And even if we have bags and rocks as plural nouns preceding the verbs, the verb still agrees with the subject, means that it takes S in this case. The second case is the sentence has two subjects. In the following sentences, the kids and their parents are all wearing masks. Fruits and vegetables contain important vitamins for the body. The kids and their parents are all wearing masks. Fruits and vegetables contain important vitamins for the body. When two subjects are connected by and in red, the subject is plural, what makes the verb plural as well. So we have the kids and their parents being the subject, making it plural, so the verb must be in plural. The third case is for subjects linked by or, nor. In the sentences, a book or a toy is this year's charity gift. Neither Eva nor Darcy is available. A book or a toy is this year's charity gift. Neither Eva nor Darcy is available. When two subjects are linked by or, nor, the subject is singular, what makes the verb singular as well. Even if it seems like we have two subjects, they are separated by or and nor, and it makes the subject singular, and the verb agrees with it in a singular way. The fourth case is the subject looks plural. In the sentences, The news was devastating. The electronics is expensive. The news was devastating. The electronics is expensive. Even if news, politics, the United States, economics, athletics, series, and electronics look plural, they take singular verbs. The fifth case is for two subjects joined by neither, nor, either, or. In sentences, neither Daria nor her sisters are leaving tonight. Either these emails or this address is wrong. Neither Daria nor her sisters are leaving tonight. Either these emails or this address is wrong. When two subjects of different number are joined by neither, nor, either, or, the verb agrees with the nearest subject. So here the nearest subject in the first sentence is her sisters. It is plural, so the verb is plural. In the second case, this address is singular, so the verb is singular. Case number 6. The subject is a word or is modified by one for quantity. In the sentences, everybody feels the need to stay quarantined these days. Nobody wants to be the presenter in this conference. Everybody feels the need to stay quarantined these days. Nobody wants to be the presenter in this conference. Words that express quantity, such as each, every, everybody, everyone, someone, somebody, either, one, no one, nobody, and neither take singular verbs. Verbs, so even if they seem that they are for a plural, they still take a singular verb and are meaning for a singular subject. The seventh case, verbs in sequence with one subject. We have, he takes money, buys the latest console, and stays inside for days. Eva is sick and feels feverish. He takes money, buys the latest console, and stays inside for days. Eva is sick and feels feverish. The sentences have verbs in a sequence that agree with the subject. All the verbs above must take S, not just the first one. So, even if you have a trail of 10 verbs and they are after the subject he, all the verbs after he must take and agree with he, meaning that they must take S. Case number 8 with there is, there are. We have the following sentences. There are ants inside grandma's closet. There is a peace protest outside. There are ants inside grandma's closet. There is a peace protest outside. In sentences that start with either there is or there are, the verb agrees with the noun following it. So, since we have ants as a plural noun, the verb is plural. And since we have a piece as a singular noun, the verb is singular. Next, we have sentence structure, adverb of place, verb, subject in the following sentences. On the right side were wheat fields. On the wall is a poster of my favorite movie. On the right side were wheat fields. On the wall is a poster of my favorite movie. In sentences that start with an adverb of place, as in on the right side and on the wall, the verb agrees with the noun following it. So here we have wheat field, that is a plural noun, so the verb is in plural, were. In the second case, a poster is a singular noun, so is singular. Next we have the subject is gerund or infinitive. In the sentences, buying groceries is tiring. To celebrate achievement takes confidence. Buying groceries is tiring. To celebrate achievements takes confidence. When the subject is a gerund or an infinitive, the verb is always singular. And lastly, we have expressions. In the following sentences, my family, as well as my neighbors, is coming to my party. The students, together with their principal, are going on a field trip. Again, my family, as well as my neighbors, is coming to my party. The students, together with their principal, are going on a field trip. Expressions like with, together with, according to, including, as well as, plus, and no less than do not affect subject-verb agreement. Now we move to sentence composition. Students often ask what they can do in order to improve their writing. The answer is quite simple. Good writing has 4 major characteristics: conciseness, clarity, variety, and unity. Let's start with conciseness. Never make a thought more complicated than it really is. Try to express yourself as directly and as concisely as possible. Avoid using too many words to express one idea. Condense a phrase to a word and a clause to a phrase. Avoid saying the same thing twice. Avoid expletive constructions starting with there is, are, and it is. Be a which and that hunter and eliminate every unnecessary which and that. Second, we have clarity. Avoid using difficult, unclear language. The simpler writing is, the more appealing it becomes. Academic writing requires clarity. Do not use too many introductions. Just clearly state what you want to convey. Thirdly, variety. Avoid repetition by using synonyms. The more variety writing contains, the more academic it looks. And lastly, unity. Avoid talking about all ideas at once without any structure. Keep in mind that unified, coherent writing is what makes it academic and comprehensible. Thank you for following this course with me today. As always, I have provided YouTube videos for deeper understanding and more practice, and I will see you in the next course.